first of all, it would be cool if you could introduce yourself to our readers.
Okay. Hi, my name is Mark Anderson. I'm the art director on DC Universe Online.
Okay, and we've seen DC Universe last year, so how does it develop?
We've been working really hard, especially on the PlayStation 3. We're announcing a simultaneous release on PlayStation 3 and PC on November 2nd. And so we worked really hard to make sure that the graphics are all up to par on the PlayStation. They're equal on the PC and the PS3. We've made a lot of strides on the action combat. One of our main selling points is that we're really about moment-to-moment action gameplay that sells you a superior experience. So it's really visceral combat that you can feel each strike. There's no auto attack. Every button press matters. As well as we have the full, massively persistent online world of an MMO. So all your collections, your superpowers are more familiar to what you would expect in an MMO. So we've been developing those powers. We've been working on gameplay balance. We've worked on the action combat. It's hugely different than it was last year. Massive improvements in graphics. We're also working directly with DC. So we have a huge overarching storyline. Players can really interact with all their favorite iconic characters across that storyline. And we have stories written by Jeff Johns and Marv Wolfman, who are both big DC writers. We're also working with Jim Lee on that so that we really give you a full comic book experience. And it's also pick up and play, so we make sure that you know those new characters as we introduce them. And then we give you a full suite of powers so that you can be a character that's competitive with Batman or Joker or Lex Luthor, any of the characters that you know from DC Online. We give you all the tools to build a character like that. Full character create, persistent physics server, so fully distributed physics server, so you can throw cars at people, buses, beat your friends, you can encase people, turn them into an ice block.
Is it more difficult for you to develop on PS3?
We develop simultaneously. Okay. So you know, the PS3, my background is in console games. A lot of our guys there, we have a mix of PC, MMO, action games, console games, so you know, there's unique challenges to both platforms. I think the PS3, you know, has really forced us to be as efficient as we possibly can, to really take advantage of its strengths.
And how far are you in the development progress so far?
Of PlayStation 3? Or just in general?
Yes, in general. Yeah.
In general, we're looking really good for our November 2nd launch. So we're getting close. We're in the home stretch, and feel like the game is really getting that final bit of polish that'll really bring us home and make sure that players get what they're demanding from the game.
And are you satisfied with the features you have right now implemented? Or?
Well, we're never satisfied. We're always going to keep going. You know, the good thing about an online game is we can keep pushing that. But yeah, we're really satisfied that we're developing a game that really lets you develop a character that you want to develop. You know, we've got a dramatic improvement to the character grade system where you can get the stats from one item but look like a different item. So you can look how you want to look but get the bonuses that you want from those. So we don't gimp you out and give you gear that you have to wear because you need the stats from that, but you don't like the way that it looks. So we're really trying to give you something that you can develop a character that you want. We've put all the powers into loadouts so that you can, you know, develop a character that feels like he belongs in a DC universe.
How do you ensure high quality? Because you already mentioned you fix the balance system. Are you really waiting for the feedback of the user, or?
We do really look to make sure that the user is getting the experience that they demand. We do focus groups all the time where we bring players in. We listen to those players, we watch them play the game, and we take their feedback. You know, we're not. We want to make sure that we hear what they're saying to us, that we don't just go, oh, we know how to make games and do things just the way that we want. You know, we have a clear picture in our heads of the game we want to make, but it's most important for us to listen to those players and make sure that we're giving them the experience that they want.
Are there any features you couldn't include it because of the time or the time pressure?
Not yet. I'm sure once we launch, there'll be some, and we'll have perfectly long windows to implement those in the future, anything that we feel like we've missed. But we've tried to cram absolutely everything that we can in there and give you an experience that's not like anything else ever offered in games before.
So you already have ideas for the future to do some updates and...
right now, we're all about the now. We're all about hitting that launch date with the best quality product that we can.
Okay, Okay, cool.
Okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Great. Thank you.